Do you want? Do one of you guys want to do the intro because you guys are like great at it?
I know.
Try it.
Hi guys, welcome back to today's installment of the High School Perspective. Today's topic is Disney and Nickelodeon movies and shows, right?
Welcome back to another installment of the High School Perspective. Thanks to Ryan for the intro and outro music in this video. Today's topic of discussion is Nickelodeon and Disney TV shows and movies. What's up? We have a complete new cast, so go ahead and introduce you guys to the people.
Let's go in alphabetical order. Izzy, go first. Hi, I'm Izzy.
Alphabetical, Kristen. Come on now.
N comes before K. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
It's K.
Hi, I'm Kristen.
Hi, I'm Nina.
Well, that didn't take long at all. Thank you guys for that extensive
We're gonna make
introduction.
editing really hard.
So today we're going to be pitting Disney and Nickelodeon TV shows and movies against each other from our childhood. So anything that ranges from like the 2000s to like 2010 era. The things that won't be mentioned in this video have to do with like Disney XD, so like the cable stuff that like you don't get to see, which would include Lab Rats, Kicking It, and
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So
Lab Rats, Kicking It, and Kirby Buckets will not be in this video, but everything else that you can pretty much think of will be in this video. So let's get to our first one. Let's get to our first one. And remember, this is like a debate sort of thing. So I'm going to say two, and then you have to choose between the two.
Yeah,
the first one is iCarly versus Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh.
Well, that's why I won't answer this.
Yep, I know exactly. Well, go ahead and explain why.
Drake and Josh.
Oh, here, I'll do it for you. Kristen has only seen iCarly, and she hasn't seen Drake and Josh.
Yes,
So she doesn't have a say in this one. But
yeah,
no, Drake and Josh is literally superior for many reasons. I
Period.
think Miranda Cosgrove was in both of these shows, but I think she excelled more in iCarly, which is not bad. Like
and Spencer.
And Spencer.
And Spencer.
I think
I know that.
I think she was funnier in Drake and Josh.
Yeah.
I think she excelled more because she was the main character, but she really didn't. Also, I have been saying this since I was like 7. I think that iCarly should have just been like an extension of Drake and Josh, and it should have been like same family, but like main character is her. You know?
Like Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World.
Yes! That's exactly what I was saying.
It could have been like Carly and Sam. Sam and Cat.
Sam and Cat is not in this.
That lasted like 2 seasons. Yeah, I don't think that was long enough to talk
Sam and Cat
about.
was not good. It didn't make the cut.
It's because they fought.
Honestly, I really liked iCarly. Like in the first, I think 4 seasons, and then when 5 and 6 came out, they were just kind of like not as good. I don't know if that's true for you guys, but like
One Direction episode was really good.
Season 3.
Yeah.
Wait, that's why season 3 was like literally their best season.
Because what?
Yeah, I like
One Direction.
Oh.
Sorry, Izzy. I just like, well, I like Drake and Josh better, but I like how iCarly like would bring like special guests, like I don't remember, was like Michelle Obama or like one of the Obamas was on there, and then like there's just a bunch of famous people just guesting. Yeah.
Guesting.
You know. And her room was goals after her fire thing.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I saw a TikTok about them making the gummy bear chandelier.
Yes.
How
They're
they,
showing
won.
like how they won, like, and then I saw like the ice cream sandwich, and then I see like the gummy bear like lamp, and I'm like, oh, people actually got this.
Wait, people are actually doing that?
Yeah, because like
there's like
no, it was the video of them making it, like the guy who made it.
Oh really? I saw one where they won it from the set.
Oh no, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I saw that one, and I saw the other one too.
Oh shoot!
But Megan's room was cool in Drake and Josh because she had that like whole like thing, the like camera system to like spy on everybody. So
Megan was so funny. She played that role.
Carried that show.
She played it so well. She's a good. I always said this. We haven't gotten to Victorious yet. We will, but I've always said that Victoria Justice was always like the better singer and not as great of an actor, and then Miranda Cosgrove was like the worser singer, and then always the better actor. Out of
Worser.
those two.
The worser
iCarly
singer.
theme song and Sparks Fly. Disagree.
Like it,
We don't.
That's like the one
Nice.
song.
Right, die.
Gosh, I already finished my water, and
So
we
did I.
barely
I'm just
started.
saying.
All of it. I'm gonna have to pee. Continue.
No, you won't, Nina.
I'll cut this out. Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else on Drake and Josh versus iCarly? Oh god.
I did watch the Treehouse thing.
You what?
I watched the Treehouse episode, so.
Oh, good. So you
Awesome.
know a little bit about it. That's a good Megan episode.
What's your guys' favorite episode of Drake and Josh?
Oh my god, there's so many.
The
There's so
Treehouse
many-
episode.
There's one. I don't know. I don't think this was my favorite, but I just remember there's one like it was raining and everyone was like inside their like house, and then next thing you know, like what's her name? Like what was her name?
They start singing Queen.
Yes, yeah, that's the one.
You start singing Queen.
That's the one. That was just memorable. I don't know why, but
It's so funny.
My personal
No,
favorite.
my favorite one is the sheep throws, where Megan gets a sheep from the sheepstore.com, and then she brings it home, and it's in their garage, and then Drake and Josh find it, and then Megan holds them hostage and like they have to like keep the sheep for like a month or something, and like hide it from the parents. It
oh
was-
yeah. I know exactly which one you're talking about. Yeah.
And then the best scene in that episode is when Josh takes an avocado from the fridge, throws it at the lamp so that the lamp explodes to distract the parents.
Wait, can we just talk about their Josh's weight loss throughout the show?
Oh my god.
Okay,
Yes.
that was pretty good, though.
That
Right.
he really.
You can't say anything, Kristen. You didn't even see the show.
But I still
But you
know
know
who Josh Peck is.
From
Oh
what?
my
like,
gosh,
Liv and
Kristen,
Maddie?
remember in 8th grade when people put up the like take a Josh Peck?
Yeah.
That was really awesome. That was the best thing of my entire life.
I knew him because of, like,
That was chubby Josh Peck.
Do you guys have a favorite iCarly episode?
One
There's
Direction.
so many.
Or the
no,
iPie.
the one where Sam and Freddie kiss. Oh, sorry. I like that episode.
iPie and One Direction.
The
How
Kesha
do you
one.
remember? Is it Kesha?
I thought that was Victorious.
That was Victoria.
Oh.
Yeah, Victorious. Let's just
Wrong
go.
show, guys.
Queen.
Go to Victorious right now.
Yeah.
Sure.
No.
The TV
Oh.
show that it's against. Okay,
The Kesha one was good though. Like when they all
Yeah.
had to eat like all the ice cream and like
that one was pretty good.
That
was
was-
later season. Though.
That one, okay,
Yeah.
that one was good, but like watching them like lick off, like
Yeah, I
them
didn't like
off
the
all the circles, like I
kinda
didn't
made me
enjoy
wanna throw
watching
up.
that. Like kind of
That part
rude.
was just- yeah, that part was kind of disturbing.
Get to the
Okay, this one is Victorious versus Big Time Rush.
Big Time Rush.
Victorious.
Big.
I don't
No,
know.
I love Big Time Rush.
I'm going with Big Time Rush. Yeah, that was my shit, dude. Sorry.
Who was your favorite
Sorry.
member?
I loved Carlos just because of the personality.
Carlos is my favorite too.
But then for voice, oh my god, that's difficult because they all had very different voices, you know? Like James had like the most powerful voice and like he had like the best range. But there was something about like Logan's voice that I always liked and then Kendall's
Yeah,
voice
Logan had
too.
a pretty good voice.
I liked Carlos also. I mean, they were all good. Like and they sounded well together, but I don't know. I like that show more than Victorious though.
I say Victorious all the way.
Why is that?
I don't know. I didn't watch Big Time Rush as much, and I just liked Victorious more. Even though like
I
my
watched
mom
it.
didn't like the show, so like whenever I'd watch it, she'd be like, "I don't think that." So
Izzy, did you say one?
I don't know. That's hard. Cause like
I think
don't know.
Victorious is just iconic, and like my heart belonged to one boy band, and that was One Direction. So
Oh my god. That was when all the British. They literally made an episode about that. That when the British boy bands started taking over in Big Time Rush. That was like in
I
the
remember that.
last season, and then they like broke up at the end or something. It was kind of sad, but
I mean, I feel like you can't really compare the two because they're just kind of different.
they're very.
Like,
different. I
yeah.
think it's
Victorious was like funny, but like you know, and then Big Time Rush was more like I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That
very-
wasn't really good
very,
explanation.
uh,
I did like Gustavo in Big Time Rush though. He was iconic.
Yeah.
You saw it was perfect, and then I like the little sister. Maybe she was perfect.
Oh yeah.
She was
She was
really
good.
It's
too.
kind of annoying, but Still okay, I guess.
I guess she's like a knockoff Megan in a way. Well, actually, no, that's not true at all because she was like helpful, you know. And
She
like,
helped
liked her
them.
brothers, yeah. But I think that what sets aside a Big Time Rush from like all these other shows that we've already named is the fact that it's not a Dan Schneider show, and because like the Victoria's Drinking Dog and iCarly, they all have like the laugh track, and they all have like those sound effects that are like entitled, like with Nick, and even like the Disney shows. But with Big Time Rush, it was produced and I guess partnered with Nick with a different company. I don't exactly know the entire backstory, but they didn't have the same sound effects, and they had a ton of sound effects on their show. That's the big difference. But yeah, Big Time Rush was better. I think I don't know. There was something about Victoria that like after like the first and second season, I didn't like really care for as much.
I think it's because I found Victoria Justice really annoying, like in some episodes.
Yeah, I think
I just thought she was annoying. It was like unbearable to watch. I still watch it though.
I still watch it, but I have to stop myself after the second season because the actors that like most of the actors are pretty good, right? Like for a long time, but Victoria Justice was always like I think overdoing it and was way too like extra with her acting.
Yeah.
Which is kind of
Jade was my favorite.
Jade was great, and then Ariana Grande. I don't know how she was able to transform herself from her actual self into cat.
I was just gonna say, Kristen, can you do the laugh? Really well.
That's so good.
Thank you.
But yeah, I honestly don't remember much from Victoria's. I remember much more from Big Time Rush.
I just like watched Victoria's like 2 days ago. Like I just finished binging it again. So
again,
it's on Netflix. Might as well.
Nice. All right, you guys ready for another one?
Yes.
Yeah. Sure.
All right. We got a couple cartoons. Next one, and they're from different. Well, one is from Nick, and then the other's from Disney. These cartoons are SpongeBob.
SpongeBob.
Versus Phineas and Ferb.
I knew those were
SpongeBob. SpongeBob.
It's got to be SpongeBob, man.
SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I don't know. Phineas and Ferb was not that.
SpongeBob is just too iconic. Like
SpongeBob just
he lives on.
Yeah. You can't really compare the two.
It's the weirdest concept. Like who thought like let's make a sponge a character and let's make him hang out in the sea with a starfish and a squirrel. Like
well, because there are like there's like sponge creatures in the ocean, right? But like they don't look like actual like kitchen sponge.
Wasn't it based off of the radioactive thingy? And then like someone was like, "Oh, the sponge came to life because of." wait, what's that thing called? Yeah, you know.
What?
I can't think of the word. Wait, what's the radiation?
what?
No.
I thought that's why how SpongeBob came. Oh wait, that's what Mr. McCurry said.
He's just SpongeBob already.
He's the SpongeBob thing.
Dude, okay, but honestly, just like when I like first started watching SpongeBob, it was probably around like first or second grade because when I was in kindergarten, like younger than that, it had already been out for like a long time, right? Like it was out like years before we were all born. Because we're all juniors, we were all born in like what 03. But I remember I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob for the longest time until later seasons because my mom or like one of my parents always thought that it'd make me stupid. So it was like I kind of had like this barrier just from SpongeBob, but like all the other shows were okay up until I was around a certain age where I was allowed to watch it. But when I would watch it, I just loved like the fact that it was so random and that like no one really cared that it was so random and like there wasn't real like logistical episodes that like I don't know that I guess like didn't really make sense. But I loved SpongeBob like all the time. I guess Phineas and Ferb is kind of the same way in that some of the episodes are so kind of like out of the ordinary. But when you think of Phineas and Ferb, it's always kind of the same plot point. And it's never like a different episode. You always have Phineas and Ferb always trying to build something. Dr. Doofenshmirtz is building an Nader. Perry runs off and disappears, and then he comes back every episode. And meanwhile, Candace is trying to bust the boys for doing whatever project. So I think it got boring after a while, and that's why SpongeBob is still like such a great show even now.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb like became repetitive. I remember like, oh yeah, I don't want to watch like the new episode or whatever. But like SpongeBob was different, and I liked how SpongeBob, like some episodes they would actually use like humans. Like I remember there's one episode like with David Hasselhoff, and like they would like go to the shore and they're like, but like SpongeBob was like still in its like cartoon form, and I just thought it was cool.
I think it's like, well, that was kind of the longer episode, right?
Yeah, that was, I think it might have been like a movie or something.
Yeah, I liked how they were able like to, I guess, fuse the different animations together, like kind of the way Gumball does. It's too bad Gumball's not in this episode because that's Cartoon Network. But I liked that episode. Honestly, SpongeBob is just like, I think they can do anything and get away with it, and it's completely different for Phineas and Ferb because everybody has like an expectation, like when they go into an episode of Phineas and Ferb, like what it's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always liked the more random shows because you never really know what you're gonna get. So things like Gumball and SpongeBob are definitely more iconic. All right, this next one are both Nickelodeon cartoons, but so the only reason why I'm putting these two against each other is because they were some of the most popular Nickelodeon cartoons like ever, and like they're still very popular like even today, even though their shows got canceled. But they're so different, so that's not like I hate kind of comparing these different shows, but the shows are The Fairly Odd Parents versus Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Fairly Odd Parents. I love
Very
that
Odd
show.
Parents.
That is my favorite show on earth.
Very Odd Parents.
No, it's Avatar: The Last Airbender, dude.
No.
You guys.
Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay, why is it Fairly Odd Parents? Please tell me why.
Because it's just such a good show.
It's
I
just
literally remember, like, I would just like go home after school and I wouldn't do any homework.
Just watch it. Mm-hmm.
For like no reason.
Yeah.
It was just a good show.
Okay, I need to admit this, and it's that Fairly Odd Parents is obviously like I think more well-rounded of a show than Avatar is, but
Period.
Avatar is literally like, I always tell people this. It's like my favorite show of all time. Like no other show like comes remotely close to this one. Like when
that explains a lot.
Why does that explain a lot?
I'm gonna stop there.
Okay, I'm gonna just like, but no, dude, it's so good. Everything about this show I've loved since I was a kid. I remember like watching it for the first time when I was very young. I remember watching on like the old like the DVD player, and I still have those same DVDs. Now it's coming back to Netflix in just a few days, which is like so exciting, and I cannot wait to just watch it over and over.
So excited.
I love that show, dude. Just the journey that all the characters go on, and like I guess like seeing the growth of all of them, because it only takes place in a year, but they're all kids, which is I think like why I can like not in light, but like it kind of grabs me more in a way, because it was like I could see myself like growing like in the same way as them because of just how much like character development there was. I remember like hating Zuko in the first season because he was just like, you know, like you're every typical bad guy. But when I watched him in the show like develop more and really find out like what his true path was, he became my favorite character just because of like, I don't know, he was just so cool. And like the fact that like he joined Team Avatar in the end, I love that so much. No, dude, everything. Oh my god, I'm gonna get emotional talking about this. But everything about that show, dude, is just beautiful. It's like it's literally the best show.
Beautiful.
Okay, well, I guess I like
live action is coming out in like a year or two. I don't know, but I'm excited for that as well.
Timmy's an average kid, which is why I think I relate so much to him.
You got Ferb with you?
Because no one understands. I have a mom, dad, and a Vicky.
Hey, Laura's not a Vicky, bro. You can't do Laura.
It's funny. I was using this thing. It's hilarious. Thank you.
Did you guys ever see Avatar?
Yeah.
So good.
I didn't.
You didn't?
A little bit of it.
Oh, you have to watch it, Nina. Like, I'm not even joking.
It comes out on Netflix in a few days, right?
Please,
we can all geek out together.
Please watch it. Like, I'm being serious. Please watch it. Let's go back to live action Disney sitcoms.
Finally,
Are,
I was like waiting.
Sorry, but these are like not older, but older than some of the other ones that are going to be coming out. So this one is The Sweet Life on Deck / Zach and Cody versus.
So we're doing both.
Versus.
We're doing both.
Well, I mean, just The Sweet Life then. The Sweet Life versus
Right.
Hannah Montana.
Bro.
Well, you can't.
I gotta go with The Sweet Life only because I haven't seen enough of Hannah Montana like to fully critique it.
I must say Hannah Montana, but I love. Oh my god, that's hard. Yeah.
I spilled water.
I don't know. I watched both of them like all the time. Like
Yeah.
those are like, probably my favorites. So you're really.
Those are like yeah.
I can't really compare them. Like I just.
I remember when Sweet Life ended. Or like On Deck ended, and it was like the graduation episode, and my sister said it was really sad, so it took me like 2 months to watch it, and then when I finally did, I was like crying for so long. And
I watched it the day it like came out with Lauren. Where like I still remember it because literally just sitting on the floor like sobbing, like when she like. I can't really like choose between them.
And Sean Kingston was in Sweet Life of
Sean
On Deck.
Kingston.
That was iconic.
Beautiful girl.
Don't get me started.
In conclusion, we can't make a decision. I can't.
I think they're just like kind of equal. I can't really choose like between them. There's not one that makes me like it more than the other. There's nothing that makes me like one more than the other.
True.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't seen enough, so I can't,
But Hannah Montana was okay. Something about Hannah Montana that's really confusing is like in between like a couple of the seasons, there was the movie that came out, and in the movie, she like exposed her identity that she's like Hannah Montana and she's like Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, but they kept it a secret.
But then like that happened in the movie, and then they went back to the show and pretended like nothing happened. Even though, like, was it a different world that they were in or something? Because it was really confusing. Because it was like the same thing as the show, like same characters and stuff. But like when they went back to the show, it was just like, oh, LOL, JK, she's still Hannah Montana. That confuses me to this.
Isn't it because they told her they'd keep it a secret, so it'd be fine if she just stayed Hannah?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, the whole town kept her secret. That's kind of unrealistic.
Yeah, exactly. And there was that one guy, the, like, villain guy who was, like, trying to expose her.
Yeah, but at the end of the movie, like, when his, like, daughters were like, we love Hannah Montana, and he was like, okay, I won't expose. Kind of really unrealistic. And I didn't like that part because I was like, that doesn't make sense.
Okay, this next one, again, two Disney sitcoms. I think, let's see, one of these is kind of old, and then one of these is more recent. Actually, well, I don't know. I think they kind of crossed over at one point. This one is Wizards of Waverly Place versus Good Luck Charlie.
I knew you were going to say that.
Wizards of Waverly Place.
I gotta go with Good Luck Charlie.
So hard. Oh my gosh. You're
like
really difficult.
I don't think you could compare any of these, like.
Yeah, first of all.
At all.
First of all, I'm like 8 in one and I'm starting, and I'm like 11 in another one. So like.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, why are you
both?
They both taught us different things.
True.
I think they're too different to compare them right now.
Cancel this one out of the video.
Well, I'm comparing them because of popularity. It's not because they're similar. A lot of these are very different from each other, because you can't have like that similar Disney shows.
Yeah, true.
Next one.
But like,
don't like this one.
We can compare the movies. Which one had better movies?
No. Talk about this one for a little bit. You cannot just skip over these shows like that, dude.
Well, you can't compare them like that.
Well, because the only reason I chose Good Luck Charlie over, well, actually, there's a couple reasons. Well, this one is because I haven't seen Wizards as much as I want to. So now that it's on Disney Plus, I'm gonna start watching it more, hopefully. But no, Good Luck Charlie was always just a great show. I think that was probably the last like like very, very good show that
No, definitely.
It was
Yeah,
the
it was for
last
sure.
like kind of OG. So I remember when it ended, I was pretty disappointed because it was doing really well. And but obviously the kids are getting so much older, especially what's his face, Gabe, dude. That man grew up so fast in the span of
we saw him through his puberty.
we literally basically every stage of his life, but all the important ones. But no, I love that show. Just everything about it. It taught you like responsibility. It taught you like how to be a sibling. It teaches you, like even like parents can relate to it because there is that like parental humor in there that like like different families can relate to. I think it is an all white family, which is just another repeat of more shows, but the show is fantastic. I always love that show.
Amy Duncan is definitely one of the best moms. Like out of all the Disney Channel moms, she's
for sure.
Yeah,
Great, but she's kind of crazy. She's kind of insane. Like I was watching it the other day, and I was like, that's why I love her.
I know, but I think she was the funniest mom. Like some of the moms on Disney Channel try too hard to be funny, but I feel like with her, it was just like naturally funny. I think that's why she's number one.
No,
like Dog with a Blog.
Oh yeah, okay. So the Dog with a Blog mom, Dog with a Blog is in on this, but the Liv and Maddie mom is terrible.
Oh yeah, she was Karen. Karen, dirty.
She wasn't bad.
No,
she was like funny. Like
she was like
worst
awkward.
mom was definitely Ellen from Dog with a Blog. I just don't think she was funny at all.
Annoying.
She was.
Why do I barely remember her?
Yeah, I don't remember her at all.
Ellen. She looks like a Karen. They should.
She always went like good one, Ellen. Whenever she made a joke, but it wasn't.
It wasn't
not a good one, Ellen.
I have a very vague memory of that, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, very go ahead.
No, you go. I was gonna like kind of.
I was just gonna say they have very plain names like Amy, Karen, Ellen.
Well, on Good Luck Charlie, it was Amy, Bob. What? Oh wait, actually, okay. Teddy and Pete are exceptions, but Amy, Bob, Gabe, and Charlie,
Toby.
It was on Wizard.
So many babies. Oh my gosh.
Wait, and then what were the names on Wizard? It was like Alex,
Justin,
Maximus, Teresa.
Why can't I remember the parent? Oh yeah.
Teresa. She said it like 8 times.
My bad.
Harper.
Oh yeah, Harper.
Harper is awesome. We stand.
Harper's one of the best side characters, I think.
Yeah.
Because she was. I don't know. She seemed like the most present in the episodes.
Yeah. I saw a TikTok and it was like Disney characters that are most definitely Democrat, and it was like Harper.
Definitely.
I see that.
You like said it right?
I see that. And her outfits were just so iconic.
Yeah.
Right? That one watermelon outfit.
That was in like the intro. Like
the one with the markers.
I think the reason why I chose Wizards because, well, I mean, I love Good Luck Charlie. Like, that's one of my top Disney, like, fave shows. But, like, I think I chose Wizards because that was, like, I don't know what year I started seeing that when I was young. Like, maybe, I would say 8. And I just remember, like, it was, like, I don't know, they portrayed, like, an all-Latino family. And
I knew you were going to say that!
And I just saw Alex, I saw Alex Selena Gomez as, like, my role model at that time. Like, oh, my God, like I just see that, like, it's just connected with me so well, and that's, like, always been part of me. And then, like, so I can't really, it's hard, like, to compare it to, like, Good Luck Charlie, but yeah. Shout out to my sexy Latinas.
Oh my God.
And Will. Shout out to my sexy Latinas and Will.
These next few ones are, like, kind of the worst Disney sitcoms. No offense.
So are we comparing the best of the worst or the worst one?
The worst of the worst.
So we're comparing, like, our least favorite?
Well, no, okay, no. Just, these are the worst of... I don't know how you'd say this. We are comparing now the worst of Disney shows that came after Good Luck Charlie. So everything after this is, like, they're not bad. Well, some of them are bad. Okay, this first one is Liv and Maddie versus Shake It Up.
Shake It Up.
Shake It Up.
Shake It Up. Chicago!
Yeah.
He said, these two are worser
I think Shake It Up doesn't deserve to be considered the worst.
Yeah.
Like it was like on the borderline.
Worst, but you have to admit it's worse than Good Luck Charlie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it's not like there's some worse ones. Like
it's still part of like
it's not with like
Disney
Bizarre Vark yet.
like Bizarre Vark. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
worst of the worst. Like that you can't. Yeah, no.
Okay, maybe you could say like after Liv and Maddie was like definitely when it started going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Liv and Maddie kind of sucked too.
It wasn't
Yeah.
bad.
It wasn't bad though.
It was
It's
no,
not
it
Parker's
wasn't bad.
blow up.
It was on the border. Like it was like.
It was
I don't know.
hanging on.
I think it was good
Yeah.
until they went to like California.
Because
No,
Dove Cameron,
California was already like the bad. They changed it completely.
yeah, it was awful. Well, Dove Cameron was really good in her role, I think, because switching between the two characters, she did that perfectly.
Yeah.
I liked the little brother. I liked the older brother, sort of. And then the parents, I did not like them. They were kind of annoying at times.
Pete was annoying.
Pete looked like a big toe. Like he was just, I don't know, poor guy. But yeah, Shake It Up. I don't remember a lot from that show, but I remember when I watched it, I liked it because I don't know. I think the cast all around was, I think, better. In their particular,
I was so close to entering the dance thing with my cousin, and that would have been so embarrassing.
Wait, how old were you?
How old was I?
Because that was probably around what, like 2012.
Yeah, I don't know. We're probably like 10 or 11.
Wow.
Maybe.
Iconic. Can I just say that I think everyone thought that Rocky and Cece were their fashion icons, every little girl. And now we look back at it and they dress really ugly. But at the time, it was just really iconic because...
But at the time, we were shopping at Justice, so it was kind of similar, so...
No, but the thing is, like, I feel like when I was, like, watching it, when it, like, was, like, when it was still airing, like, I was like, oh my god, this show's amazing and stuff. But then now that I rewatch it, I'm just kind of like, I feel stupid.
Yeah,
it's just different when we're younger. Like, it's just like, yeah.
Everything is so much different when you're
I thought, what's her name? Gunter and Tinka. I thought they were hilarious when I was younger. Don't know why. I just thought they were funny for some reason. But they're like, what was wrong with me back then?
Wait, those are the blonde people, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, sorry. But you know who they reminded me of? They reminded me of Team Rocket and Pokemon. Because they were always just like kind of around and like sort of like the villainous, dumb characters. I don't know. I thought that they reminded me of Team Rocket and Pokemon. Do you guys even know who those people are? If I showed you, you would know. But everybody else watching this,
you lost me at like
Team Rocket. Okay, we got one more show, comparison of shows before we get into the movies. So let's do this one quick.
I forgot we're doing movies too.
Okay, this one is Jessie versus Austin and Ally.
Jessie.
Austin and Ally. I loved Austin and Ally because it was my favorite show ever. I remember the first day I watched it when it first came on. I was literally, period, that's my favorite show ever.
I gotta go with Austin and Ally too. But I'll explain why after you guys give your answers.
Oh, that one's hard. Jessie. Even though, like, on both shows, I hated, like, all the characters, but I loved both shows. I literally hate every character in Jessie, except for Robbie. He's king. But I love that show. But Austin and Ally, like, it was just, like, they were annoying, and, like, I couldn't handle it, so.
Ally was annoying.
Yeah.
Not Austin.
She was. Like, I don't care that you like pickles, just shut up about it.
That's her only personality trait.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
And being shy. I got stage fright.
Yeah.
Okay, but then what happens? She grows out of her character. She becomes like this big star. And then Austin.
Yeah, she didn't deserve it though, no offense. I still like Austin.
Can we talk about how like Debbie Ryan's like all over my TikTok?
Yeah.
I love Debbie Ryan. Just kidding.
My God. I remember
what a clown.
Someone had sent me a video of it was Camilla. She had sent me a video of her like mocking like all the Debbie Ryan walk in I think it was Radio Rebel or something. Or it might have been 16 Wishes, either of those two. But the way that she like storms out of like the lot or something when she gets like, I don't even know what happened, but it was so funny.
The wasps.
Shouts out.
When she like saw the wasps.
Yes.
And she was like,
oh my god.
I don't know why move on to the movies.
Yeah, movie time.
Well, wait, I wanted to explain why I like Austin.
We don't care about your explanation. You just. Sorry, I need chill.
You do need to chill.
You drink a Baja Blast a bit too fast, you know.
True.
All right. Okay. I liked Austin and Ally better because I think there was music. I think I liked the songs on that show better than some on like other shows because it was like early into their seasons and I don't know, they were fresh. So it was a good switch.
Austin and Ally songs were pretty good.
I think because I think for a while
Texas guys.
I think for a while they hadn't had like a show with like music on Disney unless Shake It Up counts, but I don't know.
Shake It Up had a lot of iconic songs. I'm just gonna put that out there.
But they never
Be my BFF.
They never sung on the show.
DK, what's coming next?
True.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Not really. So.
Yeah. But for Jessie, I really liked Jessie. Again, this is gonna be a repeat of kind of what I've said already. I liked them in their earlier seasons. I didn't like them as much in their later seasons, and I think it's because the kids grew up so much. So I feel like they kind of got bored of it when they were making some of the later seasons. So, for example, like I guess like Luke, right, or Cameron Boyce, Rip. He grew up so fast, so fast, way more I think than the other characters. Same with Sky. I watched Sky grow up so fast because we
like her.
I think
isn't she like the same age as us?
Yeah,
like, and I thought
she's a year older.
Just a year older, yeah.
For the longest time, I thought she was like at least a good 3-4 years younger than us.
That's like Flynn from Shake It Up. Have you guys seen him? Like he just posted that he's like going to college.
Really?
Like literally, he's a senior.
What?
Like I looked at his picture and I was like, he's only like 1 year older than us, but I've always thought he was like younger than me.
Like a good like 4 years younger.
Oh my god.
So weird.
I remember Jessie, the first season was when we were all in third grade because I remember I was like talking about it with some people when we were in third grade and saying like, oh, either Jessie sucks or Jessie's great. It was probably Jessie's great. But because that was the new thing then. But no, I think a lot of the time Jessie was repeated plot and Austin and Ally wasn't. It was kind of like a run-on thing. Where you have like more of a story building, and as you go through the different seasons, you see like how their musical journey as a team progresses.
Bless you.
And then with Jessie, you don't really get that. It's just kind of the whole nanny thing, like the kids are running off and doing something different.
I think,
but it's the same plot point.
I just think that Jessie, like, not that it was repetitive, like, not the plots weren't repetitive, but I feel like their personalities were so repetitive, like, they don't change ever. Like, they're always, like, Luke's always, like, the ladies' man, and then, like, Robbie's, like, I'm a nerd, and then Emma's, like, I love being pretty. Like, they never change, and I just, like, thought it was kind of annoying. Because, like, their personalities are so, like,
That's the problem with a lot of Nick and Disney shows, like Big Time Rush, for example. You know, everybody had like their own little thing. Carlos was
but it was cute.
Stupid, but like he was like the adorable one, right? James had like, James is like the very conceited one and like very full of himself. Kendall was the leader and like the normal one, and then Logan was like the smart genius. So it's always been that kind of, I guess, everybody has like their own personality trait that's very, very different, and that's like the only thing that they're I guess supposed to act is that one person's character trait. But no, I think Austin Alley, it was a stupid show. I gotta admit, it was a stupid show, but I really liked it because of the music.
All of them were stupid shows.
No, not all of them, but after well, I mean, let me see actually. Okay, our first one is Descendants versus Teen Beach Movie.
Teen Beach Movie.
Teen Beach Movie.
You cannot compare those two.
No question. No question.
No questions asked at all. Descendants.
There's no explanation needed either.
I hate it.
Just get that one out here.
I think Descendants, like, it was a good movie, and the concept is like really like good. Like I thought
the songs from
fun and
Descendants are
unique.
really good.
The songs. Okay,
just...
the only things that are decent about Descendants are the songs, the cast, and what was the other one that you said?
The concept.
The concept. Yes, the concept is perfect. You know, like the whole like the villain's parents, and then they have all these kids, and then they, you know.
Not even gonna lie, I watched it a million times. I love that movie, but I also Teenage Movie is just too far up there to even compare them. Like
I just love Maya Mitchell.
Maya Mitchell.
She's
queen. Like in the Fosters too.
Queen.
Foster's favorite show. One of my favorites.
What were we saying?
Foster's.
Now I gotta
JT Austin.
No, I gotta be honest.
Awesome.
Maya Mitchell.
You're a super duper TV star. Oh yeah. We were singing this.
Foster's and Jane the Virgin, Queens.
Oh yes.
I love Jane the Virgin.
Okay, sorry, I got a little sidetracked.
That's another episode that we can do.
Yeah,
part 2. Like shows that's not Disney or Nickelodeon.
Shows outside of Disney and Nick.
Okay, sorry, we'll continue.
Oh, you're done.
Oh.
Okay.
You don't need the sass.
I gotta be honest. I did not like Maya Mitchell in Teenage Movie, but here's why. I felt like she overacted. Her singing was
okay.
decent.
I understand that.
Her singing was decent, but it wasn't as good as Ross Lynch and Grace Phipps. It was better than Tanner. I don't know his
Eric Clayton.
Sure. But she overacted a lot. But I don't think it was necessarily her fault. I feel like Disney puts a lot of pressure on actors like to really like perfect their role. Like I guess like for some of these Disney sitcoms, right? Like they're trying to, you know, find like a good cast and, you know, really make sure that like they stick to like their script and make sure that they, I guess, stick to like what their character stands by. And then with these Disney movies, it's pretty much the same thing. But with Maya Mitchell, I feel like the pressure got to her and that I think she overacted a lot. I liked Ross Lynch in the movie and I liked Grace Phipps. Tanner was
I
okay.
like, what was her name? Layla? What was it? Layla?
Yeah, Layla.
I liked her. She was cute.
She's a great.
I get what you mean by she overacted though. Maya Mitchell did overact a little bit.
Overacted?
Yeah, it was like she made it a little bit too dramatic.
I mean,
than it had to be.
I mean, I guess, but the fact that she was already in like this very old movie, and you know that was like she was kind of playing two characters at once. I guess I felt like she did a pretty good job. Not as much
like for her character, she overacted. Like if she was Giggles or something, which by the way, Izzy told me I was dancing like Giggles yesterday. I thought that was really funny.
She was.
But since she was just like, I don't know. I get what you're saying though. Yeah.
I can see that.
Okay. Anything else on those two movies? I did not like Descendants at all. It's terrible.
No, Descendants was good. I liked it.
Terrible.
Good, okay.
That entire series can just leave.
Descendants was good.
So bad, man. It was so bad. What was good about that movie?
Their songs.
This next one is gosh. Okay, so these movies are I don't know how to describe them. All right, I'll just say them. But they're different from these other ones. These ones are Lemonade Mouth and Let It Shine.
I knew you were going to say Let It Shine, but Let It Shine.
Let It
Let
Shine.
It Shine.
Love Let It Shine.
Mm-hmm.
Or Lemonade Mouth is like my favorite.
Yeah.
But also so was Let It
Like,
Shine.
Lemonade Mouth is like amazing, but I just love Let It Shine.
Yeah, Let It
really
Shine.
want
It was so cute. I just loved it.
I feel like it was so different from all the other movies. Like, they never make a movie like about that. Like, I just liked it a lot more.
It was different. Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was unique.
It was very unique. I watched both of them recently, just in quarantine. Like, actually, I watched them multiple times, but my family's starting to get annoyed with me, singing all the songs around the house. But I liked the music better in Let It Shine. I liked, honestly, the cast, that's harder. I feel like Lemonade Mouth had a very strong cast. And so did Let It Shine. But the actual story, I think, in Let It Shine is more realistic. And it's more, I don't know. I feel like it flowed better than it did in Lemonade Mouth. There was a lot of jumping around, like first you see them in detention and you don't know why, but then they, jump back to like the beginning of the day in Lemonade Mouth. But the cast was really good in Lemonade Mouth. The songs are really good. I don't think there were as many songs, which is why I think the music was better in Let It Shine. But as a story, I don't think it lives up to Let It Shine, and that's why I like that movie better.
Yeah. I think the music was pretty good. Like, both of them had, like, really good songs. Like, I can't compare the two music-wise, but I just like the storyline of Let It Shine a lot more. Like, Lemonade Mouth was kind of, like, spotty. Like, it was, like, plot holes.
Yes.
But Let It Shine was just, like, so good.
Hey,
Kristen.
Do you guys want to give an explanation to why you chose your side?
I kind of already said it. I disagree with Kristen, like just the storyline, and it was just so different. I don't know how to explain it.
Nina, did you even choose?
No, I can't choose.
Why?
Because they're both like really good. Like soundtracks, both like.
Yeah, their music was definitely like up to par with each other, like equal.
Strong female roles. Haley Kiyoko, what's her name in the movie?
Stella.
Queen. We
Stella.
love her. I just can't choose. Like the songs are really what get me, and they both have really good songs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that when he is like in like he robbed a bunch of like houses? He's like a criminal.
Dude, his bail is $300K.
Is what?
300,000, like to bail him out of jail.
Okay, well he robbed like people's houses.
300,000. That's amazing. Oh my god.
You can't even get 300,000 for like.
Okay, except the one thing about Let It Shine is like, I just thought it was really sad that Cyrus didn't get any credit until like the end, and his friend is a terrible friend. Like every time I watch it, I'm like, you are such a bad friend. Like
that got me like annoyed to the point where I didn't want to watch it anymore. But the fact that he does get justice at the end, I was like, that's my boy.
Yeah.
Never send in your picture with a friend. That's
at least the dude
apologized. Life lesson we learned. Why would you ever send it?
Yeah, you could have cut him out. But I mean, at least he apologized.
I know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, he was in the background of the pic, right?
I know. I don't know why he thought that was a good idea. That's just his fault, first of all.
Brain wasn't working. It's okay.
He's just like, I only look good when I'm next to this ugly dude. But no, I mean, I love that.
It's like the one where someone made the TikTok where they're like, when you're the less attractive friend, so every picture you take, you have to take it with your more attractive friend. It's so sad.
All right. You guys want another?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Listen carefully because we're doing a number one movie, or like the first movie of this series versus a sequel of another series.
Is it going to be High School Musical?
Huh?
Is it going to be High School Musical?
High School Musical 1 versus Camp Rock 2.
Oh.
What the heck?
Camp Rock 2 is my favorite out of the Camp Rocks.
Yeah,
I was
definitely better. That's why I'm glad you.
I think the main thing that sets it apart is "Wouldn't Change a Thing." That just the song,
definitely,
yeah,
definitely.
And Introducing Me, right?
Oh, and You're My Favorite Song.
Yeah,
that one definitely. That one gets me.
Oh wait, are you guys talking about from the first one, Camp Rock 1 or 2?
2.
Oh, okay. So
and
then the last song
is just iconic, like
I'm choosing Camp Rock in this.
I think
Camp
both
Rock,
gave everyone in our age a bad example of teen relationships.
Yep.
Set our standards high.
Oh god, that is so funny. Okay, there is one thing about Camp Rock 2 which is so funny to me. I watched it recently, right? And you know, I love that movie. It's fantastic. It's so much better than the first Camp Rock, which doesn't have to be.
Definitely.
But there is one thing, like even the hairstyles are better. Like, do you guys remember the Jonas Brothers hairstyles? They're terrible.
Yeah, they were bad.
There's one thing that was completely it was so stupid. You know how when they're at the bonfire in like kind of the beginning of the movie, like when they go across the dock to Camp Star and they're sitting in that like outside like auditorium sort of and you know how like what is his face? Nick and Kevin are sitting together, kind of like way up in the stands, right? Like they're kind of like pretty far. You know how when the bracelet goes off her hand, how does the bracelet travel that far?
She was strong and she was in the moment.
Like, goddamn, Tinkerbell must have showed up and carried that.
Tinkerbell.
Dude, that was so funny to me. And like, I'm so embarrassed that I never caught that as a kid, like how far that bracelet had to travel and like to hit Nick in the face.
For real.
Oh my god. I wish there was like a clip I could put in, but yeah.
Insert clip here. Hey, editing Will. Insert clip
right here.
It doesn't.
Right here. Here.
I'm gonna cut this out.
What's the next one, Will?
Okay, I have one more. This is the last one. This, in my opinion, this is something that I've been debating almost all my life, and I'm still debating it now. I don't really have an exact answer, but I'm gonna give descriptions of these movies as I say them. So this final one, High School Musical 2 versus High School Musical 3.
2. I think they're both really good, and 3 makes me really sad. Like,
yeah, 3's
really,
sad.
really
like they're all graduating and
made it. They made it into like an actual musical. Like they had like sets and stuff, and they made it into a musical. But it was really sad. But like 2 was just always my favorite. But I think maybe like next year 3 will be my favorite because I'm like I'll be a senior and it'll be more sad. But as of right now, 2.
Yeah, 2 was like it was like all summer vibes. So it was just really like happy and like I don't know. I just love 2.
Yeah.
I think the songs in 3 were just better, but that's just my personal.
Oh my gosh, Kristen. Remember in 8th grade when we would always sing that one song, "Can I Have This Dance"? Can they play it at prom?
Barely.
Prom is gonna be really sad.
I don't know. I just like 3 more. Well, I don't think I can choose between them. And I thought High School Musical set like probably made boys want to do basketball more because they thought they'd get more popular, but it's actually football. Like more people go to football games than they would go basketball games. So all the boys that decided to go on a basketball career. Sorry, nobody. Really
I chose a different path.
Hey, Jonah Beck.
Jonah Beck is my icon.
We're gonna have to say go Space Otters.
Get girls. So.
Go Space Otters.
I have always liked High School Musical 2 better than I have 3. But up until recently, now that I'm getting older and like actually starting to experience high school, it's harder now for me to choose because these movies are so different. With 2, right, you have like a Disney production and you know it's just like your every other Disney movie except it's good because it's High School Musical. High School Musical 3, it actually came out in theaters and it was produced as an actual movie and it made so much more money. And I think so High School Musical 3, I feel like it had a stronger story because there was so much more, I think, depth in the actual plot and so many things that were unanswered in the first couple of movies, I think got answered in this one, which is something that it was like, yay, finally. Number 2 is a little different because 1, they're not in high school. They are in high school, but they're not actually like in high school. Because they're working a summer job, and it's a little unrealistic because all of them happen to work at the exact same summer job and are all working, I guess, for Sharpay in a way. And the fact that it was so easy for Sharpay to just like snap her fingers and then boom, Troy's got a new promotion. But I liked both of the movies. But if I'm gonna choose one right now that I like more, it's gonna be number 3. For those reasons and a few more. I like the songs better, number 3 also.
The songs were definitely better.
Songs were a lot better, but
yeah.
But number 2, like Izzy said, summer vibes. I'm always gonna always going to blast those when that time comes around. Hopefully it'll happen this year, but yeah, everybody's praying for that. Thank you guys for joining me on this debate session of Disney and Nickelodeon TV shows and movies. There's a lot I feel like that wasn't discussed, but we'll have plenty of time in another video, because like you guys said, there's a lot of movies that I didn't put in because I felt like the time would just not work out, which it didn't. I feel like this went on for quite a while. But anyways, anything else that you guys wanted to add?
Next time we have to talk about Onward, because that's what started this conversation.
Okay, no, that is oh my god.